back, man. Episode 100. We got a
I
little
even
echo.
reminded you in the group chat or the private chat over there on the side.
Hold on, let's open it. Oh shit, yeah, I should have thought about that. But episode 104, Tonio is on a plane, dude. We're getting we were already kind of across the nation, and now we are definitely across the nation. Tonio's on a plane. Chris is over there in Texas still. I'm sitting here in Virginia hanging out. And Tonio, go ahead.
Yeah, man, I'm really out here. You know, for the people that don't believe me, I'm out there. That's some city right there. If y'all zoom in and y'all watch this. But yeah, bro, I'm out here, man. We gonna get it in how we got. Billy drunk. He can do the intro right because his birthday tomorrow, so he already been drinking. Getting old, dementia setting on early, but we here.
All right, well, we're ready to go. Make sure I cancel out that echo. The Super Bowl, the one that me and Tonio did not want to see. Obviously, it was the best teams. I wasn't going to give Chris his credit. But yes, that was the best teams that we could have seen other than the Ravens getting in there. For the preseason, that was the best teams that were going to get in. Chris, what was your reaction to the Super Bowl?
Like Patrick Mahomes shared, never a doubt. I don't know that I can say honestly that I felt at any point that Mahomes wasn't eventually going to come and take over the game. And I think it was starting with the last 2 or 3 drives of the fourth quarter. I don't think he didn't score on any possession the rest of the game until he took them down all the way down the field and scored a touchdown in overtime to win it. It's I know we saw Brady do it for years, but to see somebody come in and do it this young, it took Brady a minute to develop into this, and just Mahomes coming in and doing it from the fucking start has been it's been a treat to see. It feels like watching, I don't know, I just feel like as a sports fan, we've been so blessed and so lucky. We got to see Tiger from start to finish. We got to see Brady from start to finish. We got to see LeBron from start to finish. For my baseball fans out there, we got to see Albert Pujols from start to finish. And now we're getting to see Shohei in baseball. It's just, it's a fucking crazy time to be a sports fan right now. And I'm happy I get to be here and witness it.
I will raise you that the kicker had more points than Patrick Mahomes scored. So I just want to throw that out there. But Brady also did need his kicker to
Also, Chris talking about it took Brady a year to mature. Brady won his first fucking year. Like, literally his first year. Shut up, Chris. Get off. You sound like Tony Romo. God damn. You fucking Cowboys always somewhere dick riding. We get to see this great. But Booker was the MVP of that game for the Chiefs. Booker and then Chris Jones on third down. That's it, Chris. Also, don't y'all find it real suspicious that in 3 back-to-back Super Bowls, the Chiefs haven't been called for offensive holding ever against, like, in 3 back-to-back games, they're going against the best defensive line in football that year. Like, last year against the Eagles defensive line, no holding. The year before against San Fran, no holding. Again, no holding. They that good, Chris? Y'all don't find that suspicious?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Good game to Booker and to Chris Jones. Fuck Pat Mahomes. It's still like that. Fuck his wife. I was happy his brother couldn't get into her table. He tried to get in, and the security was like, nah. And she was just like, so I was happy to see that. That made me happy. I'm glad I don't got to see Taylor Swift for at least 6 months on a football field, so that makes me happy. Yes, and Usher had the best Super Bowl performance halftime show of all time. The only thing I would have changed is fuck watching this sorry ass game you watch because the game sucked. We should have got Usher should have got a whole hour to perform full songs. That should have been a thing. But also, Alicia Keys is the horse. You can mute me, dude.
So I will say I understand Antonio's frustration with seeing Patrick Mahomes again, but when it was Brady, those boring Super Bowls, no one cared. Antonio was probably super happy about his boring ass Super Bowls because his team was winning them. See, I know. This mute thing is gonna be cool, man. It's gonna be cool. No, but it was a great Super Bowl. Yes, I'm sure it was, babe. I'm sorry. I love you. Antonio says hi. But I got you. It was a great Super Bowl. San Francisco did the third quarter was a very big question mark. They stopped running the ball. That was very strange. Travis Kelce they literally were like, oh, let's not hit him because Taylor Swift is here. It was so wild. As soon as he would catch the ball, I don't understand how Travis Kelce just is wide fucking open. Like, it makes no sense that's the guy that's open as fuck. It blows my fucking mind. It just doesn't make any sense. And even going back to the AFC title game, we had Roquan Smith, who is the best linebacker in the NFL. Why was he covering Travis Kelce? You look at Kyle Fuller, he wasn't covering, right? You take Fred Warner was never close to Travis Kelce. What the fuck were they doing? Where were the safeties at? What was happening in the second half? Steve Wilkes, and we'll get to that later, did a great job in that first half. And then the second half, he was just like, oh, well, whatever. We'll just do whatever now. We're not even going to go with the game plan. Now, to Usher's point.
That's that Andy Reid difference.
To Usher's point, what a fantastic halftime show. I still can't call that the best halftime show we've ever seen because there was no titties out. So it just doesn't – you can't beat
that. I mean, Antonio's acting like Michael Jackson and Prince ain't had halftime performances. Michael Jackson had a better CD playing with some better dances. He wasn't hardly singing either.
Usher was singing all the way – hold on, Antonio, I got you. Usher was singing all the way. You could hear him panting. He was skating, Chris. He was roller skating and singing songs. He changed outfits 3 times. Michael Jackson had the same outfit the whole time. Prince had the same outfit the whole time. And you didn't see Alicia Keys' fine ass. I also didn't know her ass looked like that. That was kind of a big surprise to me. I didn't think, because she's so talented and stuff, you don't look at her.
It's new. That ain't been there. That ain't been there. That's different. Yeah, she wasn't like that. I was unfamiliar with her game. Chris, stop hating on Usher, dog. That bro was literally at the roller rink at a halftime show. Choreographed roller skating, dog.
Chris, do you still not have that halftime show up in the top with Prince and Michael Jackson?
Just off the top of my head, I've liked the last few years, J-Lo and Shakira was by far my favorite.
No titties still, though.
You had all the ass you could ever want at any lifetime. And then you had Shakira doing that shit with her tongue. Come on now. Rihanna's fine ass.
Pregnant.
I'll take her halftime show.
She didn't do shit. She just is hot. She didn't do anything.
She didn't have to do shit.
That show was shit. Man, she didn't do nothing but look good. Oh, that show was ass. Show was literal ass. No, Chris.
Also, real fast.
Chris, if you just looking at that part, bro, then Janet Jackson is your number one. It gotta be.
Janet Jackson hits you. It's all for you. Come on, dude.
She don't look half as good as Rihanna.
She showed a titty, bro.
And left it. She didn't try to.
That's how she covered up, looking to the side, dog.
No, yeah, that's what she did. Oh man, but anyway,
performance-wise, big boy, just because I'm a big Outkast fan.
No,
so it was nice seeing him come out on a fucking Cadillac, and then seeing Brown come out with him. That was nice.
Also, I want to give a big shout out to Jermaine Dupri for sitting there. That outfit was fucking awesome. Everybody was hating on it. I thought it was cool.
I thought it was cool as fuck.
Bruh looked like it's a clip, Billy, of a dude going to get his wedding tuxedo, and the little guy pulled out like a little. That's what Jermaine Dupri looks like.
So I had a Super Bowl party over here, and a lot of the guys I was with, I thought it looked awesome. Everybody was giving me shit. The one black guy that I have over here was like, he was like, that was all right. I liked it. I was like, all right, cool. So now I know where my style is matching up. Tonio, before we go on to the next thing, did you have a Super Bowl commercial that you liked? What was the best one?
I told you, man. Quessy and the NFL Africa. Best one. It's the best one, bro.
I will say with that one, that was incredible. He was like, it's not just a dream anymore. And I'm sitting here, like, there's people around. I'm sitting here like, like, it was just so, bro, like, telling this kid, hey, now your dreams is you can do whatever you want in life. That's what we're trying to do. Chris. Oh, hold on. Tonio's trying to go. Hold on.
Bro, think about if Africans get unleashed in the league. You're not catching. You think Tyreek Hill fast? You want to race somebody and race cheetahs? Oh, man. Like, actual? Nah.
Chris, did you have a commercial that you liked?
I had two that I really liked, and then one I saw it on YouTube afterwards because I had heard about it from a couple of Facebook groups. I'll go with the one that I don't recall seeing on the actual Super Bowl, but I did see it was shot, I think, like 2 weeks before the Super Bowl. I think it was for the Super Bowl, but it was I don't know, a golf cart or a four-wheeler or RV or some kind of thing, and everything that this thing drove past had a mullet.
That's the
Was that on there?
Yeah.
Okay, so that thing was fucking funny. I'm talking about everything it drove past had a fucking mullet. It was birds, just other people, like all kinds of different animals and shit.
Eagle. Have some respect for this nation.
A bird. And then it drove past Stone Cold, and that motherfucker popped back to his stunning Steve Austin days in the 90s with the mullet. That shit was great. The other two commercials I really liked was the Arnold Schwarzenegger one with I think State Farm, I think it was.
Yeah.
That shit was funny. And then Tony, I know he's going to agree with me on this one because this was one of the few points we wasn't arguing about something during the Super Bowl. It was when it was when our two boys from Suit showed up on that T-Mobile commercial. We got to see Harvey and Mike back together in the flesh. I don't know what season Tonio's on right now, but I just finished up I think season 8, going on to season 9 right now. I think we're 2 episodes in. So it was nice seeing them.
Bro, I finished season 9. I cried, dog. I was like, what am I gonna watch now?
Damn.
Chris, I don't know if you paid attention, but it was a Judge Judy commercial where Donna and fucking Louis was on there, and I think they're gonna do a spinoff. I hope so. I hope they do.
Yeah.
Also, honorable mention, Billy, Homes.com. All the commercials they did were pretty good, bro.
So that is a disconnect between you and I. The Homes.com, I was expecting a little more. I think I missed one. But the one I saw, I was like, it was like a big deal because they did a precursor during the pregame on NFL Network of what it was supposed to be. And I was like, oh, this will be really good. And it just didn't. I don't know if I missed the big one that it was supposed to do. And I saw like a like a side one or something. I was like, what the fuck? But maybe I'm tripping. I'll go back to YouTube and I'll let the fans know what the fuck what I saw.
What's next, Billy?
So, I muted you. I got you. Next. During the game, we saw a big time. Real fast. Taylor Swift was only shown for 54 seconds of that Super Bowl, which was 1.3% of the game, which is not that much. Antonio's going to roll his eyes, and that's okay. She was literally only shown when Travis caught worthwhile catches. He had that first reception. They didn't show her. Nobody mentioned Ice Spice at all during that whole broadcast, which I thought was wild.
Is that the one that looked like Frodo?
With the afro?
Yeah, the one that looked like Frodo.
She has a big ass. Is what everybody was telling me. I've never listened to Ice Spice. Not to sound super old because I'm fixing to be, but she has a big ass. But the Travis Kelce.
Hold on, I'm getting my Google fingers working now. Go ahead, Bill.
So Travis Kelce during the not the McCole Hardman fumble. Sorry, John. Whoever fumbled right after that play, Andy Reid or Travis Kelce was given the business. Sorry, John. Was given the business to Andy Reid.
It was Pacheco, I believe.
Pacheco fumble. Thank you. Travis Kelce was not happy he was not in the game. He did clear it up on New Heights where he was like, I wasn't mad that I wasn't getting the ball. I was mad that I was out of the game. So I can understand that. AJ Brown had a tweet, and this is where I'm going to go with you, Tonio. AJ Brown said, I'd be out of the league if I did that. And I disagree wholeheartly. If he was on Andy Reid's team, Andy Reid isn't like that. He's not a Bill Belichick where he's going to bench you for remotely questioning him. I do think it's a lot of receivers, especially the Dez Bryants, the TOs, they get that hit with that diva mentality. But then your white players like a Jason Witten, Travis Kelce gets the the passion or whatever. But I've never been a diva. I think it's all passion. Everybody wants the fucking ball. That's why I want you to play for me, is because you want the fucking ball. You want to be the reason we're winning. But AJ Brown's absolutely out of pocket with that. And Travis Kelce did say that was the wrong fucking move. And Andy Reid, like the pro Andy Reid was just like, yeah, that was just between us. We'll just keep it going. Tonio, how did you feel about that? Do you think AJ Brown was out of pocket, or do you think he was onto something?
You see what you did at first. You was like, well, Andy Reid's not that type of guy. Well, AJ don't play for Andy Reid. He said if he was out of the league. I mean, if he did that, he was out of the league. So he's speaking on where he is now. So if he would have did that for the Eagles this season amid those problems, then he could have been out of the league. Yeah, Bill, he on to something. You always see it. You just said it. Everybody that looks like AJ Brown gets labeled as divas. When Travis Kelce gets to talking that shit, oh, he's passionate. He loves the game. Nah, bro, call a spade a spade, for real. So there he got something. And I mean, you answered your own question because you just said it. Like, and you named great players who got passionate, and what did they get labeled? Divas, just like you just said. But nobody calls Travis Kelce a diva or the bitch that he is, because that's what he is. Travis Kelce, bitch. But
I was just going to say, no, Travis Kelce, I think, is labeled a diva. I mean, he has a podcast. He's dating Taylor Swift. He had a show called Catching Kelce where literally one woman from every state was trying to date him. Travis Kelce is a diva. And my point was, equivocally, as us in the media, like as we do it, there are those labels of diva, yada, 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 whereas like Dez Bryant just wants the fucking ball. Chad Ochocinco just wants the fucking ball. Stephon Diggs wants to win and wants the ball. So there's like a little bit of a difference, I think, with Stephon Diggs' kind of thing.
Some players feel like they want to be the reason they're winning, though. They don't want to win more than they want to be the reason that you're winning.
But if
that makes sense.
No, I'm with you. But if Travis Kelce's saying, I want to be in the game, he's not arguing, I want the ball. He's saying, why am I out of the game on this play? Now, would he have
I recall, it was the guy that the backup tight end was supposed to block. I think they were saying on replay was the guy that hit Pacheco clean that caused the fumble.
No, and that's where my point comes in is Travis Kelce still is a diva. It doesn't matter what he's done or what he's doing on the field. He's still a diva. It doesn't matter. You could do that for Tom Brady was a fucking diva, and that's just the way it was. Oh,
Yeah, but how many people say that though, Billy? Like you just heard because we media now. How many people outside of us has called Travis Kelce a diva? You ain't never heard Tony Romo or them say, "Hey, Travis Kelce a diva." Nobody says that. They say, "Look at the passion on Travis Kelce," but then, oh, this guy's causing trouble in the locker room or on the sidelines. Odell's passing in New York when they was ass and he was just wanting to win. What was that called? Yeah, Chris laughing because he knows it. And that's the thing, Billy. Like that shit ass, but like you gotta call it. You gotta call it both ways. Like either this person really loves the game, and you can say that about the same person because the shit don't look different. Like they doing the same shit, bro. Like, but you ain't never seen the greatest tight end of all time. You ain't never seen Gronk do that to Belichick. And say what you want, I don't give a fuck about it being Bill Belichick. Gronk was Gronk no matter what, and he said that. Like I'm gonna be Gronk, but he never did that. So yeah, Travis Kelce just a bitch. You can meet, Travis Kelce is a bitch, and we can fight.
I do want to ask you though, Billy. Do you think what AJ said is accurate? Do you think he'd be out of the league if he did some shit like that? Because to me, it's like Mike Tomlin says, "I'll tolerate you until I can replace you." As long as he has that level of talent, he can do all that shit, and he'll have a team that will sign him. It's when you get to the point where you're Antonio Brown, where you're no longer putting up them 4 or 5 straight 100-yard catch seasons with 2,000 yards and 20 touchdowns year in and year out. I'm not going to tolerate that shit no more. Now your problems get you out of the league. AJ Brown's nowhere close to that.
No, and I'm glad you brought up Antonio Brown because he was still productive. He wasn't giving you all of that. He literally just was about to get a touchdown, got tackled before he went off in the Jets game. But that's too much. That's too, dude, taking off your pads, that's too much. You have to, I don't care if it's prime Travis Kelce, if he takes his pads and shit off and does what Antonio Brown did, Travis Kelce's also gone. The whoever the general man is not doing that. Whatever the cause is, AJ Brown to answer your question exactly. No, AJ Brown's not out of the league, especially with a team like Nick Sirianni, who's a player's coach again, like a Tomlin and an Andy Reid. I think Nick Sirianni kind of puts up with that, but I think Nick Sirianni would go back at him and not just be pushed like Andy Reid got pushed and was kind of like, what the fuck just happened? I think Sirianni, regardless of what happened, would have been like, what the fuck, and pushed him back. There probably would have been a bunch of people separating them as opposed to Andy Reid, who's more stoic, older. He's an old guy. So it's like, is Andy Reid?
Sirianni strikes me like somebody, he would have done something like Sean Payton did when Adrian Peterson tried to buck up to him in New Orleans.
Yeah. No, exactly that. But it just so happens you're on the same sideline, but your offensive coordinator, especially if it's AJ Brown, like you said, you're not going to replace AJ fucking Brown. Look at the Titans. Yeah. Look what that fucking shit show's looking like without him. So,
everybody's gotten fired now that was a part of that.
Yeah. So let's get into this. Steve Wilkes is out as San Francisco's defensive coordinator. Tonio, let me go to you first. Is this a bad move? And real fast before you go, this defensive coordinator position might open up for somebody like a Belichick or a Vrabel. Am I out of pocket with this as well?
You're not out of pocket, but it's a bad move because it ain't Steve Wilkes' fault. It's the Kyle Shanahan effect. He can't fucking win. Like, nah, it's Billy. Don't scrunch up like that. It's been 3 times. It's been 3 times, Billy. You've been up. You've been up 3 times, Billy, and then you lost all 3 times. It's Kyle Shanahan. It wasn't the defense. It was Kyle Shanahan. I was like, you take those licks. Your defense top 5 in the league, not a 20th place defense or 15th, top 5. You're not gonna hire better unless you get Mike or Bill Belichick. Anybody else, then you just taking a shot in the dark of y'all falling down. So yeah, it's a bad move. It's a real bad move, in my opinion.
So, Chris, and let me get to you. is that a bad move? And let me raise you real fast, Tonio. Losing D'Amico Ryans, the 49ers went from second in rushing defense. Now, the defense overall was still really good, but they went from second rushing defense to 21st in rushing defense. And I think that is kind of a big deal. I don't know if the Shanahan effect. I got one more thing, but I'm going to let Chris go. Go ahead.
You talking to me?
Yep.
So the 49ers since 2019, these are their yardage ranks starting in 2019. Defensively, 2nd, 5th, 3rd, 1st last year, 8th this year. Points-wise, since 2019, again, starting in 2019, 8th, 17th, 9th, 1st last year, 3rd this year. So whenever I was half-ass joking in our group chat, giving Tonio and you slightly a hard time over the basically saying the Purdy shit, but about our coach here. And it was more to the effect of the defense has so much talent on it, it doesn't really matter who's coaching it. They're going to be the 10th most important person on that defense. Like, it was said in jest, but it's kind of true. And the rankings over the last 5 years have proved it. Like, we all think D'Amico Ryans was top 3 coach of the year this year.
Absolutely.
I know some of us on this show thought he should have won it. But I don't think anybody had him further passing the 3rd best man for the job. He had this defense the best in the league last year in yards and points. And then Steve Wilkes comes in. He has him 3rd in points and 8th in yards. But, like, they've been at least top 5 every single year since 2019, with the exception of this year in yardage. And that was under Wilkes, and they're still top 10. So whoever takes over this defense is going to still have a top 5 defense in points and yards next year, so long as all that talent is still on defense. I don't think firing Wilkes is a massive deal if you think he's the reason why Mahomes went off in the second half. They made adjustments and you didn't. I can see that because this is the game that you're planning for. You already know you're going to get, if not all the way back to the Super Bowl next year, you're going to get pretty goddamn close. You need somebody that can make those second half adjustments to react to the adjustments that they make on the opposite side of the ball to get those same stops you were getting in the first half. And if Shanahan doesn't think Wilkes is capable of doing that just based off his 1 year there, then, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Somebody's got to take the blame for it this year.
So this is the thing. This is the thing about that though, Chris. And this is what I feel about the 49ers. They almost like the Lions, dog. This was their shot. The NFC not getting sorrier. Y'all a beater. I hate y'all, but y'all will be good again. The Eagles gonna bounce back. I don't think the Lions just fall off. And now everybody knows your game. Like, they know the game. They know who Brock Purdy is. Like, you pressure him a little bit, you know, and he played a great game. He didn't have a bad game at all. But if you get that pressure on him, he's still gonna do what he did and get you a field goal in OT where you need a touchdown. It's gonna be hard to get back there for him. I feel like as a team of that caliber, you gotta have a coach that's like that. I know what you're saying. Like, they still got it. They got those players that's like that. They got Bosa. They got second best linebacker in the league. But
although one of them was it Greenlaw that had the Achilles? One of them isn't going to be back, I don't think, this upcoming year. That I just wanted to say that while Tonio was talking about the linebackers.
So, and this is brought up by Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk. I want to give the credit where credit's due. But he brought up a pretty decent point, and I thought this would be great to talk about here. Kyle Shanahan kind of reminds me a little bit of Andy Reid, where Andy Reid was in Philly, 5 NFC championship games, got to 1 Super Bowl, lost to Tom Brady. A lot of he was getting not shit talked, but there was a lot of, well, can Andy win the big game? And even the great Tony Dungy, also the talk about him, can he win the big game? And Peyton Manning, can he win the big game? We have these discussions, and it's like we're not understanding that it's fucking. Not that we're not understanding, but like I think we take for granted how hard it is. We've seen Bill Belichick. Now we're seeing the Chiefs kind of do this where it's like it is hard. So Kyle Shanahan having leads in these Super Bowls, do you get too big for your britches? Do you think you're smarter than you really are? Like I said in the talking about Super Bowl before we kind of got on this topic, they really quit running the fucking ball in the third quarter for some reason, and Brock Purdy was just kind of throwing it everywhere. To Tonio's point, Chris Jones was getting back there every chance he got. Those guards are not getting crushed enough, and I think if we're going to be crushing people for losing, they need to be a part of that discussion. For letting Chris Jones was busting double teams. He was going. There's two plays where he went from one guard where they kind of stopped him for a second, went past the center to the other guard, and then busted Birdie. And that coverage was sitting back there so great for the Chiefs. Chris Jones had all day to go try to get Brock Purdy. To the point of Tonio saying, all you have to do, we've seen Brock Purdy get in his face. That was a big thing on Tom Brady was as long as you get him rushed and you don't let him do what he needs to do, that's every quarterback. If you just rush him and they don't have time to make those fucking plays, they're not a Lamar Jackson to where they're just going to run around and buy that time. That's a big thing. Yeah, obviously get to the quarterback. That's a big.
We saw that early with Mahomes too, because I don't know how closely you were paying attention since you had a house full of people. It sounds like, but every time Mahomes tried to run left or right, it was a 49er there to push his ass back into that pocket that was getting muddy, and he was fucking struggling in that first half because of it.
But what happened? Not Tom Brady. What happened? Patrick Mahomes was like, all right, I'm going to step up. And as soon as he started stepping up, he got those 15, 25, 10-yard runs that were literally killing all kinds of those drives. And then you're in Shanahan's head. Oh, shit, like he can come back. I have to throw the ball. We got to go score touchdowns. It's not about getting time off the clock. And we've seen it. The Bills, the Ravens, and the 49ers. It's literally happened 3 games in a row for these
Mahomes
teams.
effect that we talked about.
Where these coaches, it's scary because now we're talking about Kyle Shanahan like he's some bum when he's not. Andy Reid did the same thing. And I think he was in Philly for 14 years, got his restart, bada boom, look at this fucking Chiefs dynasty that Andy Reid had. Now, Antonio, going back to you, do you not think that that's something possible for Kyle Shanahan? Maybe a new voice, maybe a new system, new team?
Nah. I think he's gonna end up like the coach from the Bills. He keep getting there and just never win one, bro.
Mark Levy.
Those people that you were saying, Mark Levy. Those people that you was talking about, Billy, they got to the big game and lost for one. You just said one. Kyle Shanahan got there and he's been up, Billy, every time. Like every 28-3, Billy that's.
I'm only muting you because I would interrupt on a normal show, but you can't give him that the as much, excuse me, not all of it, but you can't give him as much hate as he's getting already for losing that game because it should have been Dan Quinn saying, we're running the ball. And it's the same shit that I've been giving.
I pointed that out too on my own fucking Facebook page.
I've crushed John Harbaugh and Lamar Jackson both for saying, oh, we're just going to run that. That's okay. No, as the head coach, you should be like, stop. I don't give a fuck whatever you just called. Run the fucking ball. Lamar Jackson.
We saw Shanahan do it to Wilkes this game too. In the fourth quarter, Wilkes had it looked like he was playing a 0 with 6 across the line and then the 5 across the linebacker in the second level. And Shanahan, like you saw him he called the timeout. He was just, he was getting in Steve Wilkes' ass.
And then people are giving him shit for that timeout. But if you're the head coach, that's on you. Hey, I don't like this fucking call. Why is this what you're doing? Now, Steve, I didn't see this interaction if there was one, but I saw the timeout, but we all discussed the timeout, so I wasn't focused. But if you're looking at that is on the head coach. That timeout, like it's a good move if it works, right? It's a hero or a goat argument, right? Where why the fuck did you call that timeout? But if you're Kyle Shanahan, you're like, why were you going to run this fucking play when that's not what we talked about for this down and distance or whatever, or this down and distance in this part of the game? What is this part for? But do we think, where does Steve Wilkes go? I don't think there's a defensive coordinator job open. Where is he going to go?
Nowhere. He's going to be doing the same shit that Vrabel and probably Belichick are going to be doing this upcoming season and just consulting for teams probably. Because I seriously doubt he's taking a position coaching. He might go in somewhere like Brian Flores did with Tomlin, where he goes as like an assistant head coach kind of thing, and just you're the jack of all trades. You're gonna go wherever we need you this week or whatever, something like that. But an official title somewhere, no. Somebody gets fired though.
Yeah, somebody get fired. He's there, but I don't know, man. He might take the year off, or hell, he might do like some of these other coaches and look for him a coaching head coaching job. Oh, Billy, we didn't say the shit at the beginning of the show.
Oh shit! All right. Do you want to say it or you want me to go?
You, bro. You. Yeah.
We did miss it. Rest in peace to Bryce Stonefield, excuse me.
Stanfield.
Right. Yeah, Stanfield, excuse me. Sorry for that. Rest in peace. Collapsed. Tony, you gotta give me the school because I don't remember what it was.
Furman University.
Furman University collapsed. It's just such a sad thing. This is going to be another topic that we're going to bring up on Coach's Corner. It's just a horrible, horrible thing that happened. And it's happened a couple times when we've seen it. Tony, you want to go in on it?
Yeah, no, I really want to ask, hey, coach, when we talk about it, like, hey, man, is it the workouts? Is it the performance that you're trying to pull out of these players? Is it players that aren't starting, that's trying to get starting positions, so they're going super, super hard? Or is it players that are elite and they're trying to stay elite and they're going super, super? I want to know, like, what it is, because like you said, man, since we've been doing this show, we've had a lot of RIPs to student athletes who weren't doing anything wrong but working out, doing what they normally do, and they just collapsed and passed away. So, rest in peace to Bryce Stanfield. But I would love to get a coach's opinion on what they think is happening and what's the solution for this.
That was beautifully said. A lot of Facebook posts, this being brought up. I just remember reading a couple. There was a couple guys from Memphis High School. Two of them collapsed, and rest in peace to them too. But there was a lot of, and maybe it's me reading comments on Twitter and Facebook, and it's a lot of these idiots. I don't know if they're idiots or not, but they just sound stupid. Where they're sitting here saying, "Well, it's probably all the video games they're playing, and then they're working out and doing all this stuff." And it's like, the same thing happened to Bronny James. You think Bronny James is just sitting around doing dick all day and not doing anything athletic, and all of a sudden this happens? No, there's something going on, and I don't know what it is. I'm not saying it's COVID, or I'm not being this conspiracy kind of guy. The shots are fucking us up or whatever. I do think it might be the way we're training, these new advances in science and analytics kind of all put together to kind of give us these things, and it's just not for humans to really do. I think like some of these practices, and then if you're doing practice,
all right, Alex Jones, calm down.
Yeah, so
turning the frogs gay.
The frogs are gay, but the frogs are turning gay, but not to shit on this topic, but there is something that I think maybe we're doing wrong, or maybe we're not doing right enough, if that makes any sense. But it is senseless, and it's a sad situation. Let's go to one more senseless thing. Me and Antonio kind of covered it. We're not gonna get too deep into it. We are gonna give one more rest in peace to someone who lost their lives in the Kansas City shooting at the parade for the Super Bowl. Another 28 injured. 22 of them were from gunshots, and the other 6 were just from other things. I'm gonna give it to Antonio. Senseless and stupid. Just not a whole lot to add, but I'm gonna let Tonio go.
Yeah, like I said, rest in peace to this guy. I really, like I told Billy, we discussed it, man. There's a lot that we could get into from this topic, but hey, man, just stop being stupid. It's easy, man. Hey, for real, and this might be crazy to say, but if you just feel like you're having a bad day, there's phone numbers out there for you. Don't go and take somebody's life because whoever lost their life, that's somebody's son, daughter, mother, father, cousin, brother, sister, whatever. And you just took them out of this world just because they was at a parade celebrating, man. Just because you had a bad moment, bro. So, hey, being for real, if it's something that you got going on, man, like I said, it's a lot of numbers that y'all can call, talk to people about that. Or, man, go to your local church, talk to your local pastor, talk to somebody before you go out and just do something sensible like that because now you're going to spend the rest of your life in jail, miserable. It's a lot. So, yeah, rest in peace to that.
Chris, you want to add anything?
I think I don't have much to add about the athlete thing because that's pure speculation, and I don't know why the fuck it's happening. Don't know how to stop it, so I don't want to get into that. The shooting at the parade, man, it sucks because like I went to the Rangers parade when they won the World Series. Obviously, there was no shooting, but to think that like for us sports fans who live and die with our sports franchises that we follow, the majority of us have been following them since we were born. We were essentially born into this sports cult, so to speak. And you get to see your team do something that you never thought possible. Maybe not necessarily so much in the Chiefs case, but in general, watching your team win a championship. And then you're at a parade surrounded by hundreds of thousands of people that are just like you, and you're there to cheer and celebrate, and it's a fucking euphoric experience. And then to like I can't imagine hearing a gunshot ring out, and then it's like 1 minute you're celebrating and you're on this cloud nine, and the next minute you're like, was that a fucking gun? And then you hear the next one, and then everybody's running and shit. Like, I mean, the mass shootings in general, like it's just I don't know what the cause is going to be to stop it, but we as a nation have to find some way to get this shit under control where we can enjoy celebrations and shit such as celebrating our sports team winning the championship in their respective sport.
Very well said. Very well said. But let's kind of get back to the regular programming of the show. The Steelers are targeting some QBs, and this is going to be Chris's favorite topic because everybody's asked because they're not Patrick Mahomes winning Super Bowls. But the Steelers are targeting these QBs. As a Ravens fan, I am not happy with who they're targeting. I was hoping they'd keep Kenny Pickett and just ride it out with him, and that doesn't look like what they're doing. Mitch Trubisky got released, and yes, I said Trubisky. What a fucking nickname. Great. He got released, and the Steelers are looking to go after Justin Fields, a Ryan Tannehill, and a Russell Wilson. I don't care. I know Tonio hates Ryan Tannehill too, but I do not want to see an Arthur Smith ran offense with Ryan Tannehill in my division. That's not what I'm looking forward to. Same with, Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, who I still have a glimmer of hope for. Let's take it to Chris just real quick. Do you think the Steelers are doing great with trying to pick up a different quarterback, or do you think they should ride out with Pickett?
I don't remember if I said it on the show or if it was in the group chat, but back when we were first talking about Russell Wilson getting moved, I think it was around week 15 or 16 in the NFL regular season?
Oh, when he got benched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was talking about he would go great in Pittsburgh because he's a guy that can just run the offense, not make mistakes, and be productive enough, which is all we wanted out of Kenny.
Nobody wanted that.
Kenny Pickett to start this. Well, let me rephrase what me and Matt were talking about. If he just got a little bit better, the Steelers could they'd be a damn good team this year. And to me, Russell Wilson is the epitome of that. Little bit better. He'll win you 2 or 3 games on his own just from upgrading from him or from Pickett to him,
and not lose you any games, really.
Yeah. So I think Russell Wilson would be the best of that bunch. I also think he would be the easiest to acquire. After that, I would probably take Tannehill just because he's, again, another veteran guy of that same Russell Wilson ilk, and then he's had success with Arthur Smith before. If they get one of my least favorite quarterbacks from this past season and Justin Fields, they're going to be more the same that they are with Pickett. He takes way too fucking long from snap to throwing the ball, and Pittsburgh hasn't had a strong O-line in years. He'll get fucking crushed back there and look just as bad as he did the first half of the season in Chicago, just as bad as Kenny Pickett's always looked for him. I don't think going after Fields is a good call.
So before Antonio goes, I do want to say that you also had Jordan Love in that, and he ended up making the playoffs and taking out your Cowboys. Just to throw that out there. Antonio, what about you, man? Are you hating on Justin Fields too?
I actually think Justin Fields is the best option out of all three of them. Somebody young, somebody that if Mike Tomlin gets around, I feel like Mike Tomlin said it. What am I in the NFL for? To coach players up. All right, well, if Chris don't think Justin Fields can play quarterback, send him to a coach that can make him a quarterback. I think Justin Fields would be great there with sorry, John. Who's the running back? What's his name?
Najee.
Alabama kid. Yeah, I think Justin Fields, Najee, I would be scared to play that team, bro, because now it's just like playing Baltimore again. Yeah, hey, they finna run the ball. They finna run the fuck out of the ball, bro. Like, and he can throw. That offensive line, it ain't the best, but it ain't the fucking Bears offensive line, I'll tell you that. What's his name? Ryan Tannehill, seen him suck it up for too many years, dog. And the whole fucking I ain't here to coach him up shit. Yeah, that still ain't never sat right with me. Like I get it, but you ain't gotta be a dick, bro. You can still give him foreigners, goddamn it. And
that's a lie.
Chris is a lie.
It just take him out of my way.
Yeah, or that, bro. Like, don't just come out and be the dickhead. And Chris's obsession with Russell, I told you, bro. Russ just need to call it quit. Sierra got the bread, bro. Actually, Russ got the bread with Subway. Bro, just go home, dog. Chris, I got Sierra pretty fine ass at home all day, or I got going to Pittsburgh, stinking it up, getting smacked, and sucking again, tarnishing what I got. I'm going home, bro. Just go home. Chris, go home, bro. Let it go. Just let it go, bro. That's me, though. But I think Justin Fields, out of the three, he's the younger one. If they can turn it around with him, now you got a quarterback that can be your franchise. The two older ones ain't going to be your franchise quarterback, so you'll be in the same position in a year or two. Looking again. So, yeah, I'm going Justin Fields. What you got, Billy?
So same thing here. I can't unmute you if you mute yourself. I didn't know that. So same thing here. I just I'm with you, Tonio. I think Justin Fields is your best option. I think you could depend on kind of what package you can put. You can put a third rounder in there. It's because especially if they're sitting there, I'm gonna take Caleb Williams anyway.
Do you think he's the best option now or long term? That's what I'm not understanding with both of y'all's answer. There's no way you think he's gonna help them win.
I think long term, though.
I agree with that.
Let's be for real, Chris. With the AFC looking like it is, do you think either one of them vets gonna still be like, "Hey, I'll take you to the Super Bowl next year or the year after"? Hell no. And if TJ Watt can't stay on the field the whole year, yeah, I'm cruising, dog. So nah, I'm taking them for the long term. Now, if this was a get me to the playoffs thing, then yeah, I'll go with Russell. I'm still not taking Ryan Tannehill because fuck that. Yeah. But I get what you're saying, Chris. I see where you're coming from.
I will reiterate. Justin Fields I think is the best option. And to answer Chris's question, I think it's both for Justin Fields. I think he shows up, gives you kind of this younger presence. George Pickens, that might be depending on that relationship. I think that's a bigger relationship than we're like kind of thinking because we're thinking Tomlin, Pittsburgh, all that stuff. I don't think Russell fits in Pittsburgh in any which way. Those Yinzers out there are not going to put up with some fake phony dude. That's not what they're going to be about at all. No, and then number two, Sierra is going to be like Pittsburgh. Not a chance. Am I living in that shithole? So throw that out there. The Tannehill thing, I know Antonio crushes Ryan Tannehill. Ryan Tannehill was the number 1 seed with Arthur Smith and the Tennessee Titans out there, with Vrabel at the helm, with a better guy. And
He's a little long in the tooth, though, so I see where he's coming from.
No, and I get that, but if we're saying long in the tooth, we can also say a little rested. And with Pittsburgh's defense, Ryan Tannehill will not have to win a game for Pittsburgh. He won't have to. He's just going to have to.
Does rested equal rusted too, though, Billy? I mean, you can't just say rested and not say rusted.
No. And you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But I do think if we're looking at it positively, if I'm looking at it as a Steelers organization, hey, I've seen this guy go 13-3 in a hard AFC still back in the day with a Burrow, Mahomes, with all them in there, even with a they beat Tom Brady in his last throw with the Patriots. I mean, we've seen Ryan Tannehill do good things, not necessarily great things, but I don't think as a Steelers quarterback you have to do great things. You can be just good and get to where the Steelers want to be. And Mike Tomlin doesn't fucking lose. So you could put whoever the fuck it is under center and not really lose. You're not going to go to the heights that you want to get to, but you're not going to be a fucking shit show like the Browns or the Bengals for years before Joe Burrow got there. Excuse me. And that's where we can be at with that.
So Billy, real quick, to answer for Chris's obsession with Russ got to go out to L.A. to be his best friend Justin Herbert's backup. He got to go to Dallas to be your favorite quarterback's backup. He has to go to. He got to go somewhere that Sierra go to. I'm thinking about that. I was thinking like, what Billy talking about? But yeah, she like a mogul dog from Atlanta. She not going to fucking Pittsburgh.
New York.
She not going to
New York. Go over Danny Dimes.
Yeah, see, New York, like she can get her fashion off. She can get it, like so. But I don't see Russ to Pittsburgh now. He might can pray about it and convince her and get her pregnant, so she not moving that much no way. But yeah, but I don't know, Chris. I think Russ might be done.
I could see the Giant play because I think the rumor was he was lined up to go to the Giants when he got traded to Denver.
Chris, I would even throw my hat to the Jets. Hell, you don't know what the fuck Aaron Rodgers gonna up and do.
Like, they can't afford him though.
And he can play vet minimum, but don't need the money.
The contract though, they can't. What he's making now, I don't think they can do. Yeah. But let's move on to some other coaching shit. The Cowboys get Rex Ryan. Excuse me, they get Mike Zimmer. Chris's status had me believing that the Cowboys were getting Rex Ryan for a second. I was like,
dude, I was fucking hot when I saw that shit. Oh, I was heated.
I don't even know this motherfucker's interviewing for jobs. Here's his, because Rob Ryan went from defensive coordinator for the Saints to linebacker coach for the Cowboys a long time ago. And I thought that move was fine. I like the move. But Rex Ryan, straight to your defensive coordinator. He's been fucking on ESPN giving horrible takes.
For the better part of a decade.
But hold on real fast. I do want to say, though, you cannot discredit Rex Ryan for what he did for Baltimore. And
I know he's an all-time great defensive coordinator. I'm not saying that, but that's a lifetime ago at this point.
To 2 straight AFC title games as a head coach. I know his time in Buffalo was shitty too. After the two, yes.
Real quick, bro. I'm about to get below. I might lose Wi-Fi, dog, but I'm gonna connect right back.
Okay, we'll be here when you're gone. Just come back and give us the good deets. But Rex Ryan went to 2 AFC championship games with Mark Sanchez in his first 2 years. And Chris can attest to this with his weird quarterbacks, the way he ranks them. With a rookie Mark Sanchez and a second-year Mark Sanchez AFC championship games.
Some of the craziest shit I've seen coaching was.
That's bonkers.
Sanchez had no fucking way he should have been in those games at that point in his career.
and I want to credit Mark Sanchez too. He also has said, I had no business being in those games. I just want to throw that out there for Mark. Mark's a great dude. Good commentator, not a great one, but
he's all right.
But the Cowboys get Mike Zimmer. Chris, are you upset about this, or is this something you can get excited about? He was in an NFC Championship game as a head coach.
I can't get excited about it because he's also been out of the league for 3 years since he lost the that Vikings head coaching job.
Hold on, he was analyst for Mississippi State for Jackson State and one for Colorado. So he's been dabbling a little bit in coach. It's not like he's just coming off the couch.
Yeah, that's why I'm not as upset about it. He hasn't been in the pro game since he got fired from Minnesota. It's not as bad as Rex Ryan being on a fucking commentator desk for almost a decade. So, Zimmer's been here before. He's always been a really strong defensive coach. And to Billy's point, he has at least been involved in the game, even if it hasn't been at a coaching level. I don't love it, but I don't necessarily hate it either. I would have, if we could have brought Vrabel in, if he would have been the DC, I'd have been over the fucking moon about that. Yeah. If you're not going to bring in Vrabel, I would have loved to see Al Harris get a promotion to DC. What he did with those DBs last year was fucking spectacular, and he's had them as ball hawk since he came in.
You don't think it's a little skewed?
I think he plays an extremely aggressive style of defense on the back end. I think he coaches those boys to go for broke, essentially. And
quite
I think
no, not essentially. That's quite literally. Yeah. They get burned all the time.
When coming up this year with Trayvon on one side and Bland on the other side, Wes, it's going to be fun to watch.
After Thanksgiving, what did Bland do?
He didn't do great.
All right,
bro. Chris, when y'all play the Bengals or somebody like that and y'all go for broke, oh my God, it's going to be terrible. Jesus Christ. Chris, the fans want to know when you're going to burn your Cowboys gear because you was on here talking about you was going to burn it.
Whenever Dak gets an extension.
It's around the corner, dog.
And then let's get into the college ranks of Billy O'Brien was going to be the offensive coordinator for Ohio State. He said, no, never mind, after he already got hired and pulled a Josh McDaniels kind of essentially and went to Boston College to be the head coach. I don't hate the move per se for Bill O'Brien. You want to be a head coach. That's what you're trying to do. I understand. If Boston College does anything relevant, he could be the coach over at Boston College for the next 20 years, and no one's going to bat an eye. But Chip Kelly to Ohio State as offensive coordinator, I think, is a little exciting. I think Chip Kelly might see the writing on the wall. Let's say Ryan Day doesn't do well against Michigan again. He's out. We've said that from the jump. Ryan Day loses to Michigan again. He's out. And Chip Kelly, let's say his offense is rolling. Hey, Chip, you just want to fucking take over the head coaching job, and Chip Kelly sitting there, easy fucking money.
That's exactly what this is. Chip Kelly getting in pole position to get that job.
And that's why I don't understand O'Brien. Like, I get you on a head coaching job, bro, but Ryan Day literally on his last leg, dog. All you got to do is come up and let your team score at least 25 points a game. And the job is yours, dog. Like, but that's a terrible move by him. But, yep, Chip Kelly, because Ryan Day, Michigan don't beat them again, bro. Ohio State didn't bounce back in recruiting. Well, actually, maybe they did. They didn't bounce back in recruiting, but in the portal, they paid a shitload of people. Ohio State. Actually, I just thought about that. And fuck Judkins.
What's up?
Who's taking it to the baseline this week since Antonio's on a plane?
Nah, it's still going to be him, dude. We're taking it there. Speaking of the baseline, ready?
Gentlemen, report to the baseline. To the baseline!
And we understand Antonio is a little muted, so we'll kind of get through this as we usually do with a little twist. Antonio, the Warriors were rumored to want LeBron James. I know Draymond had a lot to do with it. What was your take from this, and how did you see this kind of unfolding? Me, just let me. I'll get mine out of here real fast. The one franchise LeBron James will not be a part of is going to be Golden State, and that will just be forever my take. I could be wrong, but that's it. It's literally every Jordan meme you see is like, if Jordan went to the Pistons, that's what LeBron did when he went to Miami. When that is not the truth, not even close to the truth. But if he does go to Golden State, that is a horrible look for his legacy. And we talked about that last week. I just want to get your take on these rumors and whatnot.
It just showed that without Kevin Durant, the Warriors wouldn't have beat LeBron that many times, dog. And that's just clear, bro. It's in the put, like, you got nobody now. LeBron's 40, and you still ain't got nobody better to beat LeBron James. So now you're trying to join forces with him. Now, I will say this: Steph probably could go.
Antonio might be done for the week.
Of course, as soon as he gets in his own segment, everything starts fucking up on that Wi-Fi. Hold on, Antonio. Take it back to Steph. Go.
Yeah, Steph might come play with LeBron, but yeah, LeBron never going to Golden State. And it's kind of funny, bro. Like, y'all was begging to get LeBron to Golden State. That's how much help you need over there. That's insane, baby. That's insane.
Don't.
Sound effects. I will say that is how desperate they're getting. But Steph Curry is scoring 60 in losses, Tonio. We gotta equate that to something. They need some kind of something help, right? Or am I tripping in that aspect?
Yeah, they need help, but they could have went elsewhere. They could have got rid of Clay being too loyal. Clay's done. He's not Clay no more, bro. Like,
Chris said that last week.
Y'all could have moved Wiggins and got something valuable, younger, scorer. I could have moved Kuminga. People want him for what he's doing. They just want to keep it forward. That was Steve Kerr being a terrible coach again.
4 rings, though. Chris, what about you?
I posted this. I think it was either I want to say it was Saturday night, but Steph made that nice game-winning shot against Phoenix with like 0.7 seconds left. I said inbound pass coming to Curry. He catches, spins, throws up a prayer. It's good. It's good. Steph Curry won the game, and with that, the Warriors are 9-57 on the season. It was a joke. They're not quite that bad, but let's be honest, they're not a year 37 LeBron away from being a championship team. They need youth on that roster in a major way. Everybody on their team feels like they're 57 years old. Everybody on their team feels like they've done come off 14 major surgeries and are still struggling to stay healthy and stay on the court. I mean, I love LeBron, but he's not the LeBron that he was where he goes somewhere and they're immediately finals contenders every year. Them trading for LeBron is no different than them trading for Chris Paul earlier in the season. At this point, you're just getting a Hall of Fame name that isn't really going to help you get to where you're trying to get to. LeBron doesn't fit that team. I do agree with Tonio. If there's a way that the Lakers can get Steph, I could see that being something because that's exactly what the Lakers need. They need some fucking shooters.
And they didn't do shit in the trade deadline. I will say, I love that Chris says that everybody on the Golden State Warriors team seems like they're ancient as fuck, but we're acting like LeBron is some young buck out here, and like he would just rejuvenate this fucking old team when he's older than everyone else. Like what? That's how great LeBron is that's the way we're looking at this when he's old as fuck. And we're like, yeah, the Warriors just look a little old. Like, The fuck?
I mean, it's the same shit they said with CP when everybody was like, how the fuck is this going to work? Oh, he's a veteran. He's a smart player. They'll figure out how to play together. Like, no. What they need is not what CP brings to the table at age 38 or however the fuck old he is. What they need is not what LeBron brings to the table, and you're, 21, 22 now? Like, it's not.
I think Steph Curry, there's not a chance. And I'm gonna unmute Tony in just a second, but excuse me. I think Steph Curry doesn't score 60 points and lose a game with LeBron James on that fucking team. That's not even close to happening. Not even a little bit. No way.
I mean, with LeBron, they win way more. He old, but they do win. I don't know, man. Like I said, I think they need to point at Steve Kerr being bad, actually terrible. Like he was until that core got old, and now he's showing just without they also adding 40 to Steph's 60, and it's showing. Like it's showing, bro. He can't control it.
Bloop bloop. Tonio. Exit out and come back in, and me and Chris will take the next topic. But then I have one I'm going to bring you in on. It's not in the notes, so just exit out and then come back in. You think you heard me?
I don't think he's heard anything.
No, he knew to unmute himself.
This shit sounded like Tetris.
All right, hold on. Tony, you got that last part?
You said exit out, come back in.
No. Well, now you're.
Yeah, because I just turned my service on.
Oh my god! All right, hold on. So, Tonio, we didn't cover this in the last couple of weeks. A lot of people were hating and on the Kobe Bryant statue, but come to find out, that's the one Kobe wanted for his the 80.
Who the fuck was hating on the statue?
Chris, you got to get on Twitter, dude. People were not happy about the fucking statue that Kobe got. I'll let Tonio go in, and then you can go next. But I saw a lot of people on Twitter, on Tonio's side of Twitter, because he doesn't let me say the other way that I say the Twitter, but hating it, just not happy with what happened. But then Vanessa Bryant came out and was like, "No, that's exactly what Kobe wanted. Shut the fuck up." Go ahead, dude.
I was extremely happy that she came out and was like, "Oh, well, if you don't like the statue, tough shit." He said it just like that. Because Kobe picked this shit, bro. Like, don't disrespect the statue. It don't matter. Kobe could have been sitting down on the toilet. But respect the statue, guys. Like, Kobe fucking wild, bro.
Isn't he gonna get two more?
Yeah, they're gonna do I think they're gonna do an 8 and a 24. I don't know if he's gonna get 2. They're gonna do an 8, a 24, and maybe Gigi's gonna get a 2 or something. They were saying. I didn't read all the specifics into it.
Cool.
Either way, the Lakers doing it the right way, and that statue off. So fuck Black Twitter for being the hater today.
You saw the hate, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Chris, we got to get you off Facebook, man. You got to get on Twitter, dude.
I'm on Twitter. I just don't get on there often.
Yeah, you
got You Facebook like Twitter, bro. You should just tweet.
Real fast, too. Chris should be the operator of Brick Shots with Billy Antonio's Twitter. That's what we need to get. Once we get the show off the road, I'll talk to you offline, Chris. Now, speaking of statues, I just want to throw that out there. Shaq gets his jersey retired, and as Chris famously said on the pre-show, with the Magic, not with the other 800 teams that he
and not with the other 30 NBA teams and 7 ABA teams he played for over the course of his illustrious career.
The two broken. If his jersey retired and Orlando gives him a statue, also it needs to be a shattered backboard. Am I tripping, Tonio?
Fuck no. Hey, Shaq, bro. Like he had 2 separate great careers, just like Kobe did with the 2 numbers, just like LeBron went to Miami. And bro, like Orlando Shaq was a different breed.
Cold-blooded jerseys. Woo.
Bro, Orlando Shaq was taking that bitch 96 feet and yamming on you, bro, breaking backwards for 96 feet. So you mean to tell me a 320-pound man just ran full speed 96 feet and then broke the backboard and y'all not gonna retire shit? Nah, you're not tripping at all, bro. It's not. It's like Larry Allen, dog. Just get up there and just bench pressing 225, 48 times, and just being like, yeah, I'm done now. Just,
When he still
Hey,
had,
so
go ahead, Chris.
I thought to me when I saw it was Shaq being the first ever Magic with a retired jersey, I thought that was kind of disrespectful to me because he only played his first 4 years there. And meanwhile, you had a guy in Dwight Howard who took your team to the finals and was
Shaq also went to the finals.
Shaq was only there 4 years though.
he took him to the final.
You just said
When you think of the Magic, you don't think of Dwight Howard before you think of Shaq and Penny.
I think in the way that the logo was.
They had better jerseys. And Penny Hardaway had better shoes.
True that. Well, hold on. Whoa. Let's not disrespect Shaq trying to get his shoes to the fucking poor kids of America.
I'm talking about then any Dwight. Ain't nobody out here rocking Dwight Howards.
Okay, that's fair. But I will say the first Magic player I think of, and if this is what we're gonna do, is Tracy McGrady. That's the first Magic player I think of. If we're doing, especially with the ages and how it worked. But as a little kid, I had a Shaq poster, and he was in an Orlando Magic jersey, Duncan, and I thought that was the fucking coolest poster I had because I also had a Michael Jordan poster, which was fucking sweet, and then Arthur and Little Bear. But not to get too into it. That I think of Tracy McGrady is the first Magic player I think of. So the fact that they're retiring Shaq's number with what he does off the court, obviously he's been off the court for a long time now, but the way he's been doing it, and it's like it's for poor people, which is crazy. Like that's what Shaq is doing all his off the court stuff for. And yes, he should get his jersey retired first. Do you not think that has a little to do with it, Chris, or do you think it should all be about what you did for the team and all that shit?
For the record, I had swimsuit posters on my wall as a child. Shout out, Dad. Love you.
What about Jeff? It took me a couple years to get some swimsuit posters on mine.
If we're talking just strictly like a jersey retirement where nobody else is ever gonna wear that number in that franchise, I think that needs to be for what you did on the court. Like if you want to celebrate the player for everything he's done for your franchise on and off the court, then like I don't know, put him in your team museum or some shit. Like
but he's already in the Ring of Honor. He's already there.
Well, there you go.
And then look at your shitty ass brand Cowboys. Just put Jimmy Johnson in the Ring of Honor. He's already in the Hall of Fame. And then you're like,
that's a jealousy thing from Jerry though. Like we all know what that was. It's a reason he didn't get in, despite him having the championships that he did. I mean, he built a roster so good. Another fucking coach won a title with his team before it fell to fucking pieces for ever since.
There we go. I'm glad you said it that way. Ever since. That's good.
Shout out Jerry Johnson.
And Chris, you still going over the fact that you said that Dwight Howard took him to the final, and Shaq did the same shit
with Jordan in the time.
They beat them.
Chris, are you a Jordan over LeBron for the GOAT?
No.
All right. Look at you making sense. That's wild.
That's the first time.
So Adam Silver talks the NBA in Vegas. Antonio's walking off the plane, so I'm not going to go to him first because I'll let him kind of sit with his thoughts and with I'm sure there's more people in the aisle waiting to get off the plane because that'd be me standing in that aisle like waiting. Like it's going to be any faster if I stand up. You ever be on a plane and you're like, let me just stand up. Hopefully this goes faster. Or are you like let's sit down and I'll wait. Depending on what I'm doing, I guess.
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I don't get on planes.
You ain't never been on a plane?
No, and I don't ever plan on being on a plane.
Are you like a scared of a flight guy?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm scared to get on a fucking step ladder. It's too far off the ground. Fuck, I look like getting thousands of feet off the
Hold on. In your freezer, do you not have a step ladder or nothing? Like you don't have nothing to go?
No.
The highest you go is like
it's too damn big
Yeah.
to be scared of flying.
What you mean? The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Chris, you got 3 kids. You're worried about the fucking airplane, dude?
Yeah. I'll go to the Chiefs parade next year before I get on a fucking airplane.
I was also very petrified of flying until I flew for the first time. When the first time I flew, we had like the worst turbulence. I flew to Chicago, and we had the scariest turbulence. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna die. This is not, and it wasn't boot camp, Tonio, before you fucking cut in. We flew to Chicago for my mom's like work thing or something, and I was like, fuck that, I'm not going. And my dad convinced me. And now when I fly, I'm like, oh hell yeah, let me get the window seat. I'm gonna drink. This about to be fun. Flying's awesome, dude. Flying is the best.
Let me get the car seat on the ground with 4 wheels underneath it.
Hey, you know, since you're a Googler, Chris, statistically speaking, there are more car wrecks than there are plane crashes. Just saying.
I've survived a couple of them too. How many plane wrecks have you seen a motherfucker survive?
A few. They just
Plane wrecks are so dangerous. They kill people that ain't even on the plane.
What's the Tom Hanks movie?
Yeah, we landed them right in the Hudson.
Boom. Good to go. Look at flight. Everybody survived.
Nope.
I am drunk right now. That's what he said.
Bro, John Goodman's face when he said that shit, he hit Denzel. Hit Ethan Hawke in training.
That's as funny as this. That man said, I'm drunk right now.
The NBA going to Vegas. Tonio,
Hell yeah, bro. You see how much money they just made this weekend with the Super Bowl, dog? And now you're going to actually invite black people because they gave them out of the Super Bowl? You know what I mean? People's great uncles going to be down there on the slots, man, on the crap table. Like, yeah. Now, the only thing is, but like, I feel like the real estate out there is pretty shitty. I'm not sure. I don't know where these people going to live at. I know it's more area than just Las Vegas, the city, like Henderson and all of that shit. But I feel like it's a good move, money move.
Real fast. Chris, speaking of Vegas, real fast, the NBA talking to expansion to Vegas. Did you read anything about what's going on with the A's?
I saw something briefly about it, about how the move's on hold now or some shit.
Yeah, and now they're getting sued by the city of Oakland or the state of California. It's one of those for moving out. It's like preempt. Like the first thing is like preempt, and then whoever the owner is, I don't know his fucking name for the A's because they suck.
John Fisher, I believe.
And he's trying to get with casino moguls to help him pay. So the city's still paying half. But he's trying to get out of paying his half.
Fisher doesn't want to pay any money for his franchise in any way, shape, or form.
Well, then don't move, right? Am I tripping on that? Don't fucking move.
Don't own a fucking sports team where you have to pay millionaire athletes to play for you.
Unless you're the Rays. They don't got to pay nobody, and they're still hanging around.
Ain't that a bitch? The first player they finally fucking paid big money to decides he wants to talk to little girls and shit, and now he's out of the fucking league.
Jesus.
What a fucking franchise.
I will say
as for the NBA in Vegas, they're talking expansion. these sports leagues got to stop fucking expanding, man.
Why?
You really want 4 more teams that play like the fucking Spurs every night that you got to watch?
You don't have to watch them.
I don't watch the fucking teams at the bottom of the league now in any league.
Look,
I don't watch the shitty NFL teams with shitty quarterbacks. You telling me they're going to put 4 more teams in a fucking sport? And now they got the 4 worst rosters with all the worst players on all the other shitty rosters in the fucking
Chris,
sport.
because you're an anomaly. You just hate to hate. There's other people out there that just love to watch sports. You the one that just everything has to be perfect. Hey, this guy has to be Tom Brady. This receiver has to be Randy Moss. This lineman has to be Larry Allen. The defensive tackle has to be, you're one of those people. There are not many Chris's on earth. So yeah, for the normal people, they don't know that shit, bro. And it's money, Chris. Like somebody gonna fucking pay to be a fan. So yeah, expansion teams, and it's little cities where that they need this shit because you're not seeing the bigger picture. It's little cities that now somebody can work at this fucking stadium. You just got crime on the street because I ain't got to rob you because I gotta go clean up the stadium. I'm getting paid to do that, or I'm working at the concession stand, or it's just a lot. It's a lot into it that you're not.
Not
looking
all
at.
cities are built equal, though.
I mean, it's some broke people everywhere, Chris.
No, but I mean, I'll let you finish.
It's broke people everywhere. I'm just saying because the expansion cities was like what Vegas, somewhere in Richmond, Virginia, I think. And I'm not familiar with the other two, but Richmond is Vancouver on
and
Canada, San Diego. But they would attract people. They would attract people. Vancouver, they would attract people. Now Drake got to figure out who you want to rep.
Seattle. Not San Diego.
See, the Supersonics should have been back. Like they should have been back.
Years ago.
That's dope, Chris. Richmond, Virginia. Getting to my point about the job and shit. Richmond, Virginia is a capital city that looks like ass, Chris. Like I've been there multiple times, and bro, like I don't get nervous a lot of places. I'm in Chicago, and I should be nervous, but I'm not nervous. But when I go to Richmond, dang, I'll be like, all right, man, let me watch my back. And I ain't talking about like in no hood, because I'm talking about I'm downtown with the Capitol building. Only thing that remind me of that shit is Jackson, Mississippi. I know what we about. I know what Mississippi about, but Richmond, Virginia? Yeah, so I just feel like the expansion would help more people. Other than Chris. Only people that be hated is people that feel like Chris. Like, but it's G League players that will get the opportunity to come up and play that are really good. It's like dropping 30, 40 points a night. They're not sorry, Chris.
What Tonio's doing is the NHL's expansion teams are doing extremely well. The Vegas Knights won a chip 5 years into their existence. I mean, they beat the Stars. I don't know.
Don't they have a different kind of salary cap though, like the way that it works in hockey?
Sort of. Yes and no. The way because they seen how the drafts go. It's not like you remember when Carolina expanded, where they get the shit end of the stick and they get all the shitty players and no superstars or whatever. So in the NHL, you get one player from like each team or something like that, or like you only have 2 players you could say cannot go for this expansion team. And the Knights, the Vegas Knights, did it fantastically. They got a goalie, was their first like pick of the pool that they got. They didn't have to just do all draft picks, all unsignings and shit like that. And I think the NBA is going to do something similar to where you could take.
You think the NBA is only protecting like the top 2-3 players from a roster?
Top 2.
I would imagine it'd be the top 6 at least.
You can't though. That's the thing with the NFL. That's why the NFL expansion was so bad so early. And you can even say Carolina. They got to a Super Bowl 6 years after they became a franchise. So, I mean, is it really that bad? You're worried about the bottom teams. Excuse me. There's always going to be bottom teams regardless.
I mean, and Chris, if you think about it, Chris, like we've seen this happen in the NBA before where it wasn't bad. OKC literally was in the finals versus Miami like 2 years after becoming a team, from being the Seattle Supersonics to being the Oklahoma City Thunder. It might have been like 3 to 5 years, but
That's a little different. They already had Kevin Durant.
it don't matter. It's still that's what they were gonna get anyway, a top pick of the litter. So they got it.
Yeah.
They got it. I'm excited to see expansion teams. That
And just to throw my own 2 cents in, for the expansion, whoever the NBA gets next, if it's not Seattle, that's going to be the team that I jump to, and that's going to be the team that I'm going to ride with. Because I am a LeBron fan, so I do kind of have, like, you can see I have a Lakers hat right here. I have LeBron James Cavs jersey right here. So whoever the expansion team is, that's going to be a new flock of players, especially in an NBA league where we do kind of latch on to players. I think that is extremely valuable to where now you have a new crop. Because as soon as it happens, the XFL, when they did a couple years ago, the Dragons have always been a super cool name. I've said that forever. I think it was the Seattle Dragons for the XFL. That was my XFL team, or whatever you might say. Bought a jersey, or not a jersey. I bought a shirt. I just got fat, so I can't wear it now. But I was excited about that until it fucking went under. Obviously, COVID kind of fucked that whole thing up. But I do think that's where you're missing it, is like the influx of new fans. Same thing with the A's. Who the fuck's going to an A's game, Chris? Like, who's doing that? Nobody. They don't.
Oh, the fans showed that they'll go to the games. They did the opposite of a walkout. Whenever it was announced that he was moving the team, they sold that bitch out, and they were raucous. Or raucous. How do you say it?
Ruckus. A raucous crowd?
Raucous. I don't. However you say that fucking word, but
I don't know.
They was that for that one game, and they just showed, like, dude, if you invest in the team, we'll fucking show out. We love this team. We're fans of this team, but we're not gonna sit here and support you with our fucking dollars when you're trading every single fucking player,
but
every year.
What you're missing, though, is, even when they were good, when the Moneyball thing with Billy Bean, they weren't selling those games out, and
because they're going to leave, Billy. That's the point. Though they were good because they drafted well. They traded the last crop of players. So this crop that came up, they're good for 3 to 5 years, and then they scrap it back down to pieces again. It's been that way every year. Marcus Semien, he was an Oakland A. Matt Chapman, he was in Oakland A. Matt Olson, he was in Oakland A. All at the same fucking time. Josh Donaldson, he was in Oakland A.
When we got Marcus Semien, that was an overpay. Everybody was like, why the fuck are we paying this guy so much money? Obviously, it kind of helped us because we just won a fucking World Series. So I just wanted to throw that on the show. But it was a bad move at first. So we could sit here and argue semantics the whole time. Was it a bad move? Was it a good move? Is however this move's going to be.
No, but I'm saying that's why they don't have any fans, Billy. You get attached. Like, all fans are fans of players and teams. Baseball, it's more about the team, but you still love the players that are part of your team.
Right.
So when you're only going to get to see those players for their rookie contract and then they're gone, like it. The only thing that I can compare it to is, imagine if you had an NFL team. You draft your players every year, your 7 draft picks. If there was a way that you could build your roster to where the only contracts you had on your roster were your rookie contracts, and after that they were fucking gone every single year, you might have 2 really good drafts and have a really good team for 2-3 years. But the fans are not going to support that fucking team because they know every player on that roster is gone at the end of their rookie contract. Why would I want to support that?
But we talk about a window every year for the Bills. Well, look at the Bills window. We're talking about a Bills window. You think those fans are going to bounce because they're going to let some people go, or are they going to keep Josh Allen? They're going to keep Josh Allen forever, probably. But
if they decided we're not going to re-sign Josh Allen and we're not going to trade for Stephon Diggs, say they had their own Stephon Diggs, and they don't re-sign him and every other good player on their roster, they don't re-sign, but somehow they're still good. Like, the fans they're not going to be jumping through tables for the Bills anymore. They're just not. And that's how the A's are in Oakland.
I think different fan bases are different. The Bills are going to support the Bills whether they're 5-11 or 11-5. It doesn't. That's not going to change the Bills franchise of fans. The Cleveland Browns have been dog shit forever. They've had the most loyal fans probably than anybody in the NFL. Cowboys fans, y'all are just riding forever thinking it's going to be your year. But it's the whole city. That's the whole point, is that it's the city. So if it's Vegas, if it's Oakland, if it's fucking San Diego for basketball, if it's Seattle's still pissed that they're not there. And it's regardless of how the team's doing, you're going to get support. You're going to get fans. Look at the Bears. The Bears are doing shitty. They're drafting a quarterback who you think is going to be the franchise guy. Doesn't fucking matter. Boom. Still got fans. You're going to have fans forever.
All these teams are trying, though, Billy. Oakland's not trying.
No, see, but that's the difference. They're not trying in the way that they conventionally should be trying, where the Rays are doing the same thing. They're just doing it better than the A's. The Rays are doing the same fucking thing. And they were in the World Series a couple of years ago. What, 3 years ago? 4 years? Damn. Was it 4 years ago?
It's been a while.
But then they were there in 2008 too. Evan Longoria was like their highest paid player. That's just how the Rays are doing it, and they're doing a really well job.
They did keep Longoria around for a while, though, and like I said, they signed the guy that I'm not going to name again. But like Oakland doesn't keep anybody. You don't get a second contract on the Athletics, and the only free agents they sign are 1-year guys that they can potentially flip at the deadline to refuel the following year. Like it's a pathetic franchise under John Fisher.
Anyway, Antonio, buyouts for the NBA. Kyle Lowry goes to Philadelphia. That's the best from any trade deadline. I don't care what happens. That's the best signing that could have got. Am I tripping? Go ahead.
The best that anybody could have got, or just Philly?
No, that's the best that anybody got from that.
Nah, man. Special deal with to LA was the best, bro. A better defending guard than TP.
The Lakers needed a shooter. They didn't get one.
Yeah. Hey, well, what shooter was available? You said
Buddy
buyout.
Hield. We told you for years.
Yeah, I said buyout shooter. What buyout shooter was available?
Oh no. I'm saying that's the best move from buyout or trade that happened.
Nah. Trade best move was we talked about this the other day, bruh. Me and Butler was just talking about it. Sorry, John. No, that was not the best move. The Kyle Lowry jump was not the best move. It was it'll come to me, Billy. But the Kyle Lowry one was not the best move. It was not the best move at all. Actually,
I'm glad you don't rebuttal against let's go. The Dinwiddie. Let's go to Dinwiddie for LA. They needed a shooter. We said it for years. They didn't get. You can't say the Lakers had the move when they got somebody they didn't need to go get.
I mean, they got what Darvin Ham thinks Torian Prince is.
Yeah, maybe.
You said what?
Well, this subject. Would you this subject?
I was telling you and Chris to wrap up the Rays and all that shit y'all was talking about, man. Y'all got off to a lot of shit. But yeah, bro, he a bigger, stronger veteran guard, but Torian Prince, the defender that Darvin Ham's thinking that he is this year, he hasn't been. He's been getting cooked all year. And Darvin Ham tried to make him look better by putting these high-scoring guards, putting Austin on him, and just being like, "Oh, see y'all praise Austin, but Torian get on there and no, bro, we don't need Austin to do that. He the third best Laker. That's what we need him to be. You ain't asking him to shut down shit. That's what Torian's supposed to be. He's not knocking down threes like that, so at least he can play defense, but he's not doing that. So I don't know how you felt about it.
So like I said, I think if Philly gets to the finals, I think you're looking at this Kyle Lowry thing a little different. What he did for the Heat last year with Jimmy Butler getting to the NBA Finals, I think is incredible. I think he's a champion for those Raptor teams. He was always really good, even though he was losing to LeBron. I think, again, like I said, I think we look at it differently depending on what happens with Philly. I just really like that move. The Dinwiddie move, I wanted a shooter. I didn't want a fucking defensive guard. I didn't want anything other than a shooter for offense to spell LeBron, help LeBron open the floor. That's that. If I'm the Lakers, I just excuse me. What's the point?
I know what it was now. PJ Washington to the Mavericks. That was an amazing move. Also, the Sixers got a better move than that Kyle Lowry, and that was acquiring Buddy Hield. They got Buddy Hield.
I'm saying, yeah. No, I think in the grand scheme, Kyle works in the playoffs, whereas Buddy Hield helps at number one.
What Kyle gonna do for me in the playoffs that he ain't did the last 2-3 years with Miami? He ain't do shit in them playoffs.
He was part of the veteran dynamic.
No, Billy. They're not. First of all, Joel hurt, so I doubt that they're gonna be making noise anyway. But if he come back healthy, it's gonna be the Maxey and Joel. So anybody gonna be like, "Oh shit, Kyle Lowry here."
No. I'm saying that. Obviously, I don't think he's gonna be fucking one of the top players on the team. I'm saying when you get to the finals in the NBA, it's a little different when you have those veteran presence like the Heat with Haslam and Juwan Howard and those guys, like, to those effects, is I think what Kyle Lowry is going to bring to Philadelphia, where they don't have.
Hey, do you think if the Kings waive Robin Lopez, Lakers should go pick up another big?
Yes. 100%. He can go out and shoot. I mean, fuck. That's all I want.
That's the wrong brother.
Oh, shit, it is. For a veteran, still, yeah.
He would be the tough guy on the team. Lakers ain't got one of them.
That's true. Well, let's get to this Draymond shit. About to show up. Chris, you want to explain this one? Because you kind of explained it before, I kind of like.
Gotta mute Tonio. There we go. So the stuff with Draymond.
Tonio's still listening. He's just out.
Okay. Do we want the stuff with Draymond from the all the way back when it first started with Nurkic? Do you want to give the backstory on that?
If it's quick.
Okay. So it all initially started back in, I believe it was December, when Draymond decided to hit Yusuf Nurkic with the spinning back fist. Nurkic would go on to say that Draymond essentially deserved another chance. So then they had another face-off Saturday, their first time since the incident. Nurkic gave a too small gesture to Green after the Suns center hit a hook shot in the third quarter. Green returned the favor minutes later, scoring a basket and smacking the floor, as this ESPN article says, to state too small. In December, after Draymond knocked the shit out of this fragile little flower, he being Nurkic said he hoped that whatever the four-time champ had going on in his life, he hoped it got better. On Saturday, Nurkic worked all that shit back. Nurkic said, quote, "It's sad. He didn't learn anything. Just a matter of time. He's going to hit somebody else again. Take back everything I said. He don't deserve a chance," end quote. Draymond went on his podcast and eviscerated him over the course of about 10 minutes. It doesn't have here what was said. I listened to it whenever I first saw this article a few days ago. But it was essentially like, I don't know why he would say that. Is it because he's he got embarrassed because he sucks at basketball. He's not good enough on offense because he tried to back down Steph Curry and couldn't score. He tried to back me down and couldn't score, and he's got 6 inches and 50 pounds on me. Draymond just went in and eviscerated his game altogether. The quotes that it does have that Draymond listed here about what he said on his podcast was, it all began when he fouled Nurkic in the first quarter, prompting the Suns' big man to start trash talking. Green then accused him being Nurkic, of being in his feelings, which led to Nurkic to throw cheap shots during the game. He also added that Nurkic is infamously known for getting traded from the Nuggets to make way for Jokic. Draymond Green, quote, I don't know. I thought it was really whack to go questioning my character because I destroyed you on the basketball court. But quite frankly, I'm a 4-time All-Star and a 4-time champion. I should be destroying you on the basketball court, end quote. Probably about the most Draymond thing he could ever say. Nurkic didn't appear to find the comments amusing, replying on Twitter/X when he said, all good, bad boy, just don't stay too long on podcast. Going to be late for therapy session, with a little crying laughing emoji.
Oof.
So Draymond quote tweeted it and said, tap in, spoke in depth about the 300-pound softie that can't finish games. Enjoy #new media. Unfortunately, the two teams are not set to face off again in the regular season, and since the Warriors are having probably Draymond's biggest fight of the year, trying just to stay at 500, it's unlikely that they'll see each other in the playoffs again. But what do we think about round 2, the fireworks between Draymond and Nurkic?
Go ahead, Antonio.
Shit, Draymond won again. Like, he hit him the first time, and then this time he hit him where it hurt. You can't finish game. They got you out of Denver, so they can bring in a real center. Like, that is painful, dog. Like, and we see it in the playoffs. Was it Nurk that? Portland. In Portland, LeBron dunked on him. Didn't hear from him for a couple years. Like, it was just bad. Nurk, dog. Draymond won, and he got 4 up on Nurk. 4 All-Stars, 4 rings.
You're just a guy.
Got a podcast that people actively listen to, and Nurk's just out here talking to the media, and people just busting it up. And Nurk not gonna get better. Draymond still can go punch somebody and still draw in the same crowd that he been drawing. Nurk ain't gonna do nothing that's gonna drop. Chris, you leave here right now and still go watch a Sun game and be like, oh, that's what Nurkic look like? You don't even know he number 20. Like, that's Nurkic. So, yeah,
46.
that's bad.
Whoops.
Jesus Christ. Am I wrong, Billy?
Nope. It's so funny seeing it. I think Draymond is doing the best NBA work for the NBA without doing anything that we've ever fucking seen, dude. His podcast on the Volume is fantastic. Like, it's wild.
Pretty
like,
fucking good.
it's wild seeing if it's like if I went solo. Like, let me just paint a picture for everybody. If I just talked like this for 2 hours and that's Draymond Green's show and you stayed into it, that's how you know it's working, because I'll fucking watch it. It's just a guy talking. That's it. And I'm just dialed the fuck in. Like, all right. Even if I'm driving, dude, I'm listening to the podcast, I'll kind of prop my shit up to just to see his face. Like, it's wild. Like, it's wild the way Draymond's fucking brain delivers this shit to where I want to see what he's saying, even if it's nobody else around.
I got one more quote for you, Billy.
Go ahead.
Draymond, quote, you can't be a nothing defender if you're going to do that. You probably outweigh me by 70 pounds and you get put in the rim. Got to be more careful, end quote.
The disrespect is so high that it's so funny. It's so disrespectful that it's funny. Like, it's not even like, ooh, no, it's hilarious.
Yeah, bro, because you're getting put in the rim by a 6'7" dude and you 6'11". Yeah. Like a 6'7" Draymond, so he's just like 237. He ain't LeBron, 250, 280. Draymond look like an out of shape soccer coach, and he just out there putting you in the rim. It's bad.
And that's almost as bad as a 6'3" MVP race guard getting put in the rim by a 6'7" out of shape fat white guy that smoked cigarettes. Damn, only 4 inches and 70 pounds there too.
Oh shit! All right,
I'm confused. You jet lag, I think.
All right, we're gonna end this baseline with a baseball topic thrown into the baseline. But
wait. I do know what you're talking about. Oh, he's talking about the player that got his team in number in the second spot in the West, while the other sits like one game above the Lakers. Oh yeah, let's go to the baseball topic, Billy.
Oh, we already covered it. It was me and Chris's little conversation before you came back and was like, shut the fuck up.
Gentlemen, report to the baseline. To the baseline!
This
Did you find the actual word on it? Is that move completely dead in the water or
what?
Oakland?
Yeah, it's
Vegas.
I think from what I read, it is until they can do until the owner pays his actual half.
Oh boy! All right,
but we'll find it. We'll let you guys know through our Facebook page. I got to get more on that. Yeah, that's just kind of. I'm just a bum. This has been a great show. We have had air travel now on top of a car travel into this podcast that we do. It's been nothing but amazing. I'm fixing to upload the show now. I'll do the title. Chris got to send the picture, and then I'll take care of everything else in the morning. But we really appreciate you being here. Chris or Antonio, is it Chris that's graduating boot camp? Are you in Chicago for a Navy boot camp graduation?
Yeah, my brother Tyreek, bro, graduated.
Tyreek, hell yeah.
He's gonna be an AO.
Oh shit.
Aviation ordnance, man. So he's gonna play with bombs and shit.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, I was just explaining to the Chris's of the world.
Very good. Did he his A score already? Right?
You said what now?
His A score is Chicago for A score.
Nah, he gets to live a good life down there with you in Pensacola.
Oh, yeah. Does he get his where his ship's gonna be from A school too, right? I don't remember.
Yeah, like so they do like top 5 in the class and get to pick where they go. Then they pick where everybody else is going. So you know where he's trying to go, VA. So 9 times out of 10 he's gonna end up there anyway. So yeah, it's just work out.
Hell yeah. I was gonna say, this has been crazy. You were on a fucking plane for this shit.
This is the one, bro.
Yeah, this is good right here.
Right, man.
But we really appreciate you guys. Episode 104. Appreciate it. We'll see y'all later.